This video is about wiring options for the Magrav. The unit can be wired according to the original European blue box version, or it can be wired according to the US white box version. Please note, the following illustrations have very short power cords for clarity only. The power cords are actually between 3 feet and 6 feet long, like the 6-footers in this example. The same parts can be used for either wiring option. In the EU blue box version, the stacker trays are arranged so that the coil joints are on the opposite side and facing away from the power cords. In the US white box version, the stacker trays are arranged so that the coil joints are on the same side and face towards the power cords. In the US white box wiring option, both sets of capacitors are facing in the same direction. The pin sides of both sets of capacitors face towards the power cords. In the EU blue box wiring option, the left and right sets of capacitors face in opposite directions. The pin sides of the capacitors on the left are facing away from the power cords. The pin sides of the capacitors on the right face towards the power cords. A set of 4 capacitor connectors made from 14-gauge nano-coated copper wire will be needed to connect the capacitors to the power cords and to the stacker coils. These are identified by the letters A, B, C, and D. In both wiring configurations, the A connector is in the upper left corner and the D connector is in the lower right corner of the capacitor tray. The C and the D connectors function the same way for each wiring option. The C connector is for connecting the hot or live input wire from the power cord. The D connector is for connecting the hot or live output wire to the load via the output power cord. One of the spun coil connections can be eliminated for the US white box wiring option by combining the A connector and the B connector wires together as a single piece. There are a couple of options for connecting the power cords. One option is to use orange wire nuts, which are widely available from hardware and electrical suppliers. Another option is to use a Euro-style terminal block and cut it into single connectors. These are available from an electronic supply house or from an online supplier like Amazon or eBay. In this example, I will start with a 20 amp 12-position Euro-style terminal block. Then I'll just cut them into single connectors with a utility knife. The following diagram is an upside-down view of how to make the power cord connections for the US white box wiring option. In this example, the power cords are connected with orange wire nuts. Please note the positions of the A, B, C, and D connector pins. In this example, the power cords are connected with Euro-style terminal block connectors. Again, please note the positions of the A, B, C, and D connector pins. The following diagram is an upside-down view of how to make the power cord connections for the EU blue box wiring option. In this example, the power cords are connected with orange wire nuts. Please note the positions of the A, B, C, and D connector pins. Don't forget to form a loopback on the A pin. In this example, the power cords are connected with Euro-style terminal block connectors. Again, please note the positions of the A, B, C, and D connector pins. If all the connections are good, it should power up. It's working. I hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching.